Welcome to the Elk Season Podcast, Season 5, Episode 14.
That's correct.
All right. Today is July 30th, 2026. We are 31 days away from Elk Season. We are the Chambers Brothers. My name is Harold.
David.
And today on the Elk Season Podcast.
Oh, it's quite a list for you. Rejected ban to sell fur. Don't let Charlie Barons know, but Wisconsin wants new hunters. Wolf pack in Colorado. Jogger attacked by bear at Henry's Lake. Man kicks a sea lion. Grizzlies in California. Idaho lowers wolf population. Dead elk in the water. Bear on a power pole doing a power pose. Dog saves boy from bear. And cool tech. That and more on the Elk Season Podcast.
So much more on the Elk Season Podcast. Yeah, so my question is, there was a judge this week that ruled, like, we're not going to give famous wolves extra protection. Right? There's this group, like, listen, these are everybody's favorite wolves. They're in Yellowstone. Part of them is close to a road. Part of their boundary is close to a border. This story is so much worse. Their boundary is close to a border, or their boundary is close to a road. And so they're seen all the time. So they're celebrity wolves.
Okay.
Right? And so there's a group of people out there who love these wolves so much. They've offered $10,000 for the name of the hunter who has legally harvested that wolf.
That seems a bit unnecessary.
It's way overboard. They want to dox him. It's a wolf, right? So anyways, this was after the judge says, listen, we're not going to give special protection to celebrity wolves. But the question that it raised in my mind,
Sure.
because Jackson Hole,
Okay.
Yellowstone, wolves, and celebrities,
Yep.
what happens when a celebrity wolf eats a celebrity's dog? Who do you cheer for then? Right? Somebody's out there just walking their dog in Jackson Hole, some famous person.
I don't cheer anyone. It's a trick question.
It is, right? Because, right, there's going to be groups that go, oh, we have to do something to save celebrities' dogs, but we have to do something to save celebrity dogs.
And
Anyway.
I'm just like, and I get where you're going with the joke. I don't pick a side on this because there's no side to take here. It's
right.
Nature does what nature does. And I don't think I've publicly stated this or stated this on this podcast, at least very often. We are nature.
Right. We have stated that before because we so often talk about ourselves as separate from it.
So
we do. I do all the time.
I think psychologically it's a trick we play to make us feel safe because the fear of right. Anyway, we can go off on that, but that's
It was just a fun thought experiment. What happens? Okay, now we have celebrity wolves. Well, we all know what happens if a celebrity's dog is hurt, right? Yeah, the whole world comes down.
And I had to go literal. I was like, man, I can't cheer for either side.
Worlds collide when a celebrity wolf eats a celebrity's dog. Anyway,
but maybe. Sorry, I was going to make a really insensitive joke to that, but you're not talking about a real wolf or a real dog at this point, so I feel like it's safe to say this.
Okay.
So maybe this is a haphazard, if not tasteless, segue into the first story that I mentioned.
Yeah.
Because there's no ban to sell fur in Colorado.
Yeah, and
see what I mean? Okay.
It's almost not a talking point because we knew when it came up, it was,
and it's not on the list, but it's the same thing as we kind of brought up about the Oregon initiative.
That was on my list today too. If you didn't get a pick, it's in there, it's somewhere, but who cares? All we're gonna say is, of course, it didn't pass. Of course, a fur ban didn't pass in Colorado. Of course, the consequences would be devastating.
Yeah,
devastating. Not just to the people who trap and sell furs. To so many industries that depend on the separation of human and nature.
Yeah.
Right. So anyways, those were just asides, and it's disturbing that I get it. I get it.
Well,
celebrity wolves, I'm sure
it's an initiative to try to stop hunting.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yes.
And it's not just, I would argue that there's a couple sides to it that it could be. The celebrities or the individuals behind it, celebrities or not,
right,
are, yes, this pack of wolves, these wolves, we like them, we see them, they come eat out of our hand, whatever.
Well, the wolves are celebrities. The wolves are the famous ones.
Right.
Yeah.
but the people behind it all may have an agenda to say, well, if we can get them to be protected, we can start having precedent to stop hunting it.
Of course.
And so otherwise it could just be like, well, the wolves are so precious to us, which is what I was trying to get at. Celebrity or not, being the people, so the celebrity wolves, they just genuinely care and they just don't want them hunted. So it could be both things, but one may open the door to the other, if you will. So
and the wolves are precious to me too. I don't want them gone at all.
Right.
I don't. I believe they need active management.
Yes.
Like so many other animals do, that they're finding out, and we'll talk more about tonight on the Elk Season Podcast.
But speaking of hunting, though, Wisconsin wants new hunters. Now, despite what I said in the intro, which was don't let Charlie Barons know, that made it sound like they don't like the hunters they have now, which is probably not true, right? But they're actually looking for more people to get into the fold. It's something we've talked about that you've said on this podcast very frequently.
Recruitment is everything.
Recruitment to help people understand what this hobby is, what this means for active management, what it means for access, all of these things. It's important. So it's why
if you ever go to an archery shoot, right, it's why those people are so nice to you, right? If you ever do anything, recruitment is really important. And hunters, you go to hunter's ed, you go to when I went to the trapper's education, man, everybody was 10 out of 10 nice.
Yeah.
Because we need the hunters. We really do. And the volunteers there to help, 10 out of 10 sweetheart dudes, right? Just I often say, I used to say my retirement plan was to do a lot of fishing. And then I thought, you know what? Actually, my retirement plan is to get an RV and drive at 15 miles an hour under the speed limit on every 2-lane road I can find in America until I die. But if I couldn't do that, I would teach hunter's ed. I would teach fishing and recruit because it would just bring me so much joy to go, all right, you know what? You look bored. I'll tell you a story. Way back in the old days. And, right. Give me a captive audience.
I know. That's why I got an instruction.
Right.
No, I don't say this all that often. But I'm just saying it's on my mind, and I just it's worth saying.
Yeah.
Like I'm the youngest of 9. It's hard to get in word in edgewise. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Even with you sometimes.
Oh.
And so, I don't hold back. I don't name names in class, but sometimes it comes up in an appropriate place where I can say, I'm the youngest of 9, never get a word in edgewise, but now you're my captive audience. So see how that figures out personality wise. See, it's all part of the lesson plan.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of a funny thing.
I didn't have any siblings. That's why you're here. Any little siblings.
You all have to listen to me now. And good luck getting a word in edgewise. In fact, that actually is frowned upon. But it's kind of a funny joke when it comes up.
So where'd we go?
Let's go to Wolfpack in Colorado. So they've introduced wolves.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of an exciting story to hear that a pack has actually sort of said, hey, let's do our thing.
A new wolf pack has formed. And as new wolf packs will.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Sure, there's only 30 wolves in Colorado, give or take, this year.
Yeah.
Next year, it'll be 40 or 50.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to grow fast.
But it took about 10 years for the population here in Idaho.
Mass. It hits critical mass in like 10 years.
Yeah.
So fast. Which is an interesting idea whenever we go back and talk about the Ice Age hunters.
Yeah.
How long after they got here did it take humans to reach carrying capacity?
Yeah.
Not very long. Like 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
Not very long at all before 100% population is reached.
Yeah.
And things start to diverge since then. But it's a fascinating idea to think about.
Yeah. Bear attack at Henry's Lake. Now, I keep putting Henry's Lake on the east side of Idaho, but it's northern, isn't it?
Nope.
It is. I was correct.
Henry's Fork is one of the tributaries of the Snake.
Okay, I was correct.
Yeah, Henry's Lake, Henry's Fork.
I was only questioning that right now, like all through the week as I saw the headline, and I read it, and I'm like, oh, it's over there next to Yellowstone and whatever. I'm like,
and these kind of things happen. This guy was attacked by a grizzly bear. Did they close the camping area?
No.
Well, they put up warning signs to go, hey, active bear. Be careful, guys.
Yeah. And I think and this is with all due respect, because you're going to go out and you're going to recreate. but we've brought it up on this podcast before. The key word to that sentence was jogger.
Okay.
Because you're an active prey.
Yeah.
And if you startle a bear, well, I think I actually think it was different for this guy.
He was with his dog.
I was thinking of somebody else.
Oh.
The guy who died up in Glacier earlier this year. That was different. He surprised a bear on his hike back from a viewing point.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was different. Sorry, my brain got confused there. So jogger, I don't know the circumstances. He might have had his dog with him, but if he's running and jogging, that creates a scenario, especially if you surprise a bear, just becomes problematic.
There is a new, I didn't take a picture of, I don't have a screenshot. There is a new documentary done by 2020 or 60 Minutes on YouTube about the explosion of grizzly bears in the West.
I watched it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How was it?
I can't.
Any good? It was 60 Minutes, right? Couldn't have been that good.
It wasn't anything that we haven't already kind of exhausted.
Okay.
I mean, it was worth a watch. I don't think I brought it up because I think I watched it before our last podcast.
Oh, okay.
And I think I was just like, go.
Grizzly in the Driveway is so much more in depth.
And it's not that it's bad; it's informative and it's
Right.
really helpful. And it looks at the positive and negatives, all those things. It very much felt like so many things that we've already talked about on the podcast. So that's why I should have sent it to you. But
Oh, that's all right. I just saw it. I just saw it, and the idea of it tells me that the subject of bears is still very relevant out west. Right? We're not the only people talking about bears.
Yeah. No, and they go through the history of it, and how the population and how it dwindled down, how California hasn't seen one. And so there's just so much of that.
Yeah, good,
it took me a
good.
second to remember. I know I watched it, but then it's coming back to me now. Speaking of grizzlies in California, though,
Yeah?
that's an ongoing conversation.
Yes. So the story I found this week is there's environmental groups who want to bring the bear back and want studies done and are pushing for it and are doing polls, and a lot of people say, yeah, grizzly bears should come back.
Chase off some of them wolves so they can have some beef.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. I saw another headline on that this week too, and that is California is overpopulated with cows. There's too many cows in California.
Oh, I have no doubt about that.
So anyway.
I drove through there with our sister Coral.
Yeah?
In 97. Coral and her husband at the time. And we drove through Central California somewhere where it was the cow country.
Yeah.
And I didn't think we were ever going to leave the smell and the sight of cattle in all those holding pens. It went on and on. I was like, holy crap, that is crazy.
The Central Valley of California.
But
Yeah.
she took me to Disneyland back in the day.
Yeah.
And I found my ticket stub recently.
Oh, really?
What was the cost of the ticket stub?
$30.
$36.
Oh,
You're close.
okay. I was going to
That's
say
not bad.
32, but
Far cry from today.
it's
anyway.
130, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So I found, I didn't add it because I couldn't remember the context, but I had a screenshot that shows that it didn't say anything about wolves, but it said cow depredation with other animals, the percentages.
Oh, okay. So like coyotes.
Yeah,
and,
domestic
other
dogs,
Yeah.
things like that.
Okay.
But I
So it's not just wolves.
Yeah.
But wolves carry so much weight. The word wolves. Ooh.
just
Danger.
Let's see where we go from here. Oh, there. Look, it's a picture. You can put it up. I don't know where this was at, but a dog. So it's a guy jogging with his dog gets attacked by a bear.
Right.
But a bear shows up where this boy's playing and his dog's out there, and it looks like it's probably a what is it? A German Shepherd-ish type dog, and is definitely. And they have a picture of it chasing the bear. They caught it on the video camera of the house.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. And the bear looks hazed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bear is not happy.
He's trying to get away. Is that a black bear?
It's a black bear or a really ugly bodysuit because it looks pretty funny.
It looks like the guy's doing insurance fraud.
Right?
The bear got into my car. I swear.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I have long argued that a dog is better protection against a grizzly than pepper spray.
Yeah.
I would rather have a pepper spray than gun, but I'd rather have a dog than pepper spray.
It's
Just and any kind of dog, because they're fearless, and I'm chicken.
Idaho and Montana lowered their wolf population estimates.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the difference was between Montana, other than they're going to lower the quota for what you can harvest in Montana. Idaho lowered it by about 100.
It's
of
being
their estimated.
exaggerated. I found out, obviously for different people for different reasons. But they did. There's just a new way to adjust the statistics of understanding how many wolves are in. And whatever it is, the western states made that adjustment and lowered it down. It says there. We good?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I thought I had the tracker on, and there. Just like to make sure it's
okay.
Following. I clicked it, but it didn't stay clicked. So,
where were we?
The overestimation of wolves in Idaho, Montana.
So it's still an issue. They still need to be managed. They still want to lower the wolf numbers, the wolf population entirely, or they want to lower it under 1,000. The state says less than 500. I think less than 1,000 is reasonable. What do I know? I'm not a biologist. Of course, I'm not the state either.
I know. If you can, I don't know how they make estimates, because estimates are problematic just in their own right, because it's an estimate and it's not an accurate count. So you're saying up front, transparently, this is not going to be an accurate count.
Well,
so,
and wolves are born and they die, right?
Yeah,
on a regular basis,
just like any other creature. So it's an interesting thing. I'd like to know more about the science behind estimation of wildlife populations. And I'm not a wildlife biologist, but God, if I ever run into the person I graduated high school with, who is a wildlife biologist here for the Idaho Fish and Game, I should ask him.
Yeah, you should.
What's the science behind that?
Let's get him in here. I got an extra microphone. I'll bring it in.
I only have 14 more spots. I don't know if I have enough room. So anyway, dead elk in the water. The question says, what caused this? I don't know. The elk was drinking and forgot to come up for air.
Hard to say, because it's in water, it could have died over winter.
Yeah.
Right? It could have fallen in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it had to have been.
Yeah.
Because it would be in velvet right now. This is a very new to me this is a very new image circulating the internet. Some guys come across this elk floating in the water as these guys are in a canoe, it looks like. So if it had been taken any other time than the fall after their velvet comes off.
Yeah.
But it seems like this year. It seems like pretty new stuff, because we see a lot of elk.
Oh yeah.
A lot of elk content.
It's an interesting bull if he would have survived.
Yeah.
His antlers have a third prong coming out the middle of the top fork.
Yeah.
So it looks more like what do they call it? Those
drop tine?
No.
Non-typical?
No. The top
a
of
unicorn. A reindeer.
Pitchfork, but it's not what I was thinking of. What's the
Nygaard?
The guy under the sea, the superhero. I don't know superhero weapons or I obviously don't know much.
Under the sea. A trident?
A trident. Thank you.
It's 3. I know it has something to do with 3. There's 3 of them.
All right, moving on.
What rhymes with 3? I think it rhymes with 3. I'm sorry.
Speaking of tridents, who wants trident? I do. All right. You have to blur that. That's probably proprietary.
You'll have to excuse him. He's a dad.
Yeah. Bear doing a power pose on a power pole.
Yeah, I remember growing up in Helena and seeing somebody's brand new kitty on the very tippy top of a power pole, and I don't know how that's ever coming down. I mean, that's why. That's what. Is a fireman going to come save that cat? Are they going to take down? I don't know, but the same emotion. How's that bear going to get down?
Well, I don't know where I saw it, but there was something I watched recently. It was not. I wasn't scrolling for news. It was something I watched, and it was a bear effectively in the same position on a much more concerning power pole that eventually electrocuted itself to cause itself to fall and die.
Oh, he looks like he's in trouble. I mean, he looks like danger, right?
Yeah. And what's up with this guy kicking a sea lion?
So this is an overall idea that I want to talk about. There's right. We've talked about this before. I just want to keep the conversation going.
Okay.
We've talked about great mammals nearly going extinct. there's a resurgence, and now they've reached pest status.
Okay.
In like Wisconsin and the wolves. Wolves have reached pest status. In Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, the wolves are kind of at pest status. And they're not the only ones. Grizzlies now are like, hey, we have to talk about this. We have to hunt them. We have to send them to California. We got to put them in Idaho. I don't know, but we have to do something. And I like the sea lions because it was just this year when I went to the redwoods, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
gosh, how long? Because those seem like they're easy to hunt and a lot of good food, right? I bet they were nearly wiped out. And you go, Google. Wow, they were easily hunted and nearly wiped out. Who thought, right? Of course, now they're protected. So when is it going to be legal to kick a sea lion? I guess that's what I'm saying. Just kidding.
Yeah, well, it makes me think of that Weird Al bit. I'm going to club a baby seal to make a better deal.
Right, and that was a sea lion.
I know.
All right. Not to be technical about it, but just to understand this growing idea, we're in big predator country.
Yeah.
Big predator country, and these sea lions kind of have this same feel as a really big marine mammal that has come back. And what are we going to do now? We talked earlier this year about how they're scooping up salmon at the dams.
Oh, yeah.
Before they were nearly extinct, right? There was no dams.
That's right.
So a whole lot has changed, and it's an interesting story. And here we are at this point of it.
Yeah, that it'd be interesting to see how things unfold. Just have a couple things left. One thing I forgot to write down, didn't introduce. Taxidermy is in the folder. It's not in the news.
Okay.
I came across something I wanted to share with you, and I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, you can go find it and look at it yourself. But
DIY. DIY sounds a lot nicer than do it yourself.
You can, yeah.
Hey, it's DIY. Do it yourself. Try DIY with the boss next time.
All right.
Hey, DIY.
Yeah. Anyway, I showed you this video right before, and this is the screenshot of this thing carrying like your pack up a hill. Now, having a motorized vehicle is not allowed in most places we hunt. So this is not. Right. This is a fever dream of mine to be able to have something call my pack up a mountain. But it's just kind of some cool tech. It does look like some of it's like AI generated, but I don't know. It looks legit though at the same time, and so we'll see.
If it's not legit, it will be.
Yeah,
and it will be soon. And how long before? Hey, this is my personal robot. He carries my pack for me. Well, is that legal? Do I need a placard? Do I need to show that I'm disabled in some way to use that, or is that technology for everybody, or no one? Right? And these I've seen, those hip helpers.
Yeah.
That help you hike up a hill. I've seen them now for your arms. And I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, guys are doing pull-ups. Guys are, working on job sites and like, this is so much easier to lift this tool. I'm.
What's that? Everybody's going to turn into Sigourney Weaver from Aliens,
right? I like to say I'm part cyborg, but anyway.
So
if you're part machine, you are a cyborg. You can't be part cyborg. It's not a thing. All right.
Anyway,
I say that to my son. My son and I go, I think I'm part cyborg. It was Woody. Anyway.
You either are or you aren't. There's an ultimatum there.
Right.
So this last thing is taxidermy. Last week I had some time and I was just like, you know what? Let's go do something out of the house, guys. The boys and I, wrapped up the summer semester with my duties there, and just looking for something to do. So in the morning we head out to the museum, the Twin Falls Museum, which is just up the road from where we work.
Yeah.
I had never been there before.
I have never been there either. And I'm ashamed to say
and it's free.
I know. Good for you.
You just sign in.
How was it? I heard it's awesome.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's farming equipment, right?
There's a lot of farming equipment outside. There's a lot of cool exhibits on the inside. There's an old map of the United States that's like prior to the Louisiana Purchase or somewhere around that time. Like it's pretty cool. Some just old vintage, pianos, player pianos, there's mock-ups and details of different places in town that used to be there, and an old schoolhouse and desks, and it's really cool. And so we did the dime tour and got outside, and we're walking around, and we're coming up on some farming equipment that's in a shed, and Draven's like, "Oh my gosh, there's a cat!" And we all look, we see it. We kind of had that moment. It was a jump scare moment because he saw it and he pulled one on us. But then we realized quickly there's no cat here. It's a taxidermied mountain lion. But then once you see it, you're like, okay, well that's an old taxidermy job. If it isn't old, then it's just not very good.
Right. And taxidermy does age.
And this thing is kind of intriguing at the same time as it is hideous. Because it kind of looks like somebody is inside that mask. It's kind of funny looking. So,
wow.
But it's out there. And
didn't Steve Ranella have a bad taxidermy calendar?
I mean, I wonder if this is in it.
Yeah.
So,
there's some fun stuff.
But anyway, so if you ever get a chance and you have a break, just go up the road a little bit.
I know. I need to drag my kids and make them look at it. They wouldn't forget it, right? It's an interesting place.
There's lots of cool historical photos before the Twin Falls were dammed.
Wow.
And so actual water coming through, it actually looks like a triplet falls than a Twin Falls.
Oh, wow, really?
Like, yeah, I was surprised by that. All the depictions you have of it are paintings or drawings, etches, and it's just it's twin. But the actual picture, it's in the early 1930s or something. Like, it was dammed in the 40s. Like, it's not a new thing, which is...
Yeah.
And I still say...
Bisbee did a lot of his photos in the 30s and 40s,
Yeah,
right?
and there's a lot of Bisbees out there.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say this. I know we need power, but we don't need it from that spot. Let's undam Twin Falls and put it back to glory. Anyway, enough for that.
Really?
Are
you pro-nuclear? Let's not talk about it.
I'm pro nature having some restorative value after we've gotten some use out of it.
I'm definitely pro looking into it. Looking into it, right? Whatever dams can be removed, if they can be, and it's beneficial to the ecosystem, and we have other means of generating electricity, right? All those things need to kind of fall in line. But what are we seeing right now in the Colorado?
Drought.
Dams that we thought would be our pyramids.
Yeah.
Our pyramids. People will come here in thousands of years and goes, look at what these people did.
Yeah, we're living through the death of those pyramids' use.
Yeah.
It is our pyramid.
I hope not, but it is quite dire.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
All right, and the fire situation out west has been tough, been really smoky. We're used to it this time of year.
We have an excursion this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to put up cameras.
Excited to see what things look like.
Yeah,
so, excited to get out and do something other than sit around my house and grade papers.
We're going to get our butts kicked. There's something about going on a hike just a month before elk season.
Yeah.
That just now I can wrap my head around it. Now I can wrap my head around doing those hikes. It's so helpful.
I was getting nervous that I wasn't going to have a chance to go up there before hunting season.
Me too.
When you said that in a text today, I was like, I really want to go, but there's been a lot of stuff because we're getting ready to go camping next week, and I don't know if I'm needed around here. But when I talked to Vessa about it, it seemed like, well, if we're leaving later in the day and coming home early the next day, it's just kind of a blip in the radar. It's a blip on the radar. So I'm excited, and I've got new boots to try out and new gear to try out. So. And
we put in some more steps.
See if I've done enough elliptical.
Yeah. Well, it'll help. You'll feel it. You'd feel it if you didn't, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, until next time. So is there an elk season next week?
No, next week.
No, next week.
I'm gone.
After that?
Possibly.
Probably. I think I'll be around.
Yeah.
All right.
I should be back.
Goodbye.
In the morning light, before dawn, bow grip tight, heart beating strong. Through the forest, ancient giants roam. In the land where the wild calls me home. Through the whispering pines and the autumn breeze, driven by the chase, crisp air I breathe. With every step I take, earth beneath my feet. In nature's beauty where the hunter and elk meet. The mountains rise, kissed by the sun. In September, whispering pines and the autumn breeze. Driven by the chase, crisp air I breathe. With every step I take, earth beneath my feet. In nature's beauty where the hunter and elk meet. Silent as the morning mist, I travel on with careful grace. Every shadow, every sound surrounds me in this wild embrace. The challenge and the thrill, the patience and the skill, in the dance of life and nature, my heart's forever filled. As the sun sets, shadows long and deep, I find my place with the memories I keep. The chase and the beauty of a day gone by. Deep in the mountains, my spirit cries. Through the whispering pines and the autumn breeze. Driven by the chase, crisp air I breathe. With every step I take, earth beneath my feet. In nature's beauty, out where the hunter and elk meet. Here's to the wild places where the elk and I both roam. The chase that brings us closer to the place that I call home. In the stillness of the forest, in the grandeur of the land, I am one with nature's wonder, with my bow here in my hand.